You've got the big goal. You've got the landing page. You've even got the launch date on the calendar. But before you hit go, let me ask you something. Did you double check your donor journey? Have you set up your tracking links? Do you have a plan for what happens after someone donates? Because this is the difference between a campaign that flops and a campaign that exceeds its goal. It's not just the message or the mission. It's the marketing foundation underneath it. Hey, I'm Kelly, and welcome back to the Nonprofit Marketing Club, where we keep it real and practical about how you can market your nonprofit online. Today, we are walking through the non-negotiables that every single fundraising campaign needs to succeed, so you can launch with confidence and actually hit your fundraising goals. Now, I know I am talking to mainly marketers here, and you may be thinking, well, I'm not a fundraiser. What does the fundraising have to do with me? But there is so much of an overlap between marketing and fundraising in the nonprofit sector. And it's really important that your marketing supports your fundraising efforts. So let's dive in. What do I mean by the non-negotiables? These aren't just the fancy extras. They're the essential elements that help donors find your campaign, build trust, make it easy to give, and keep people engaged after the gift. If you want your campaign to convert, don't skip these. Here are the 7 marketing must-haves, the non-negotiables that you need for your fundraising campaign. The first one is a compelling campaign message. Your core campaign message should be clear with no jargon, emotional, connect right to the heart, and focused on transformation. What changes if you receive a donation? So instead of saying something like support our youth program, say help a teen finish high school and change the course of their future. You can see how much more emotive and high impact that kind of statement is. The second non-negotiable is a dedicated landing page to your campaign. This is where all your marketing leads to, is this one page. Your page should include a bold headline and goal, a short emotive video or story about your campaign, giving levels that demonstrate the impact. For example, $15 will fund a week's worth of meals for a child. Clear call to action buttons, including one above the fold, as well as trust signals, things like testimonials, secure payment badges, or any kind of recognizable logos from partners or sponsors, anything that will help build trust with your potential donors landing on that page. I will be sharing more about how to structure your campaign landing page in an upcoming video. Keep an eye out for that. The third non-negotiable is an email sequence. Now, I know so many nonprofits struggle to send out emails, especially around campaign time. They can feel bad about sending more than one email, as if they're bugging the people that are on their mailing list. But email can be such an important part of your campaign strategy in raising funds and getting the word out about your campaign. So it's crucial that you send more than one email during your campaign. I want you to plan for a teaser email, an email that warms up your audience to the campaign that you're going to be launching. A launch email, we're live, the campaign is live, this is what we're raising funds for. Update emails, this could be more than one, definitely during your campaign. Share the funds that have been raised so far, increase the urgency, remind donors of a giving deadline. You also want to send a final push or a series of final push emails right around the end of your campaign, calling in those last minute donations. And then you want to follow up your campaign with a thank you sequence. Thank you for your support, as well as a thank you sequence for the donors that give. A bonus tip for you is to segment your mailing list. This could be into recurring donors, volunteers, major donors, and tailor your message where possible. The fourth fundraising campaign non-negotiable is a social media plan. Putting content on social media, especially around your campaign, is a non-negotiable. It will be an amplifier for your campaign. Plan your content around things like stories and impact posts, countdown graphics, goal or progress updates, behind the scenes content like reels, and user-generated content from some of your biggest supporters. Get your community involved. I'd highly recommend to prep all of this content in advance, schedule it out, and batch create as much of the content and the visuals in tools like Canva as possible. The fifth non-negotiable is UTM tracking. If you've ever got to the end of a campaign and wondered where exactly did all these donations come from, which part of my marketing strategy was actually successful, I know I've been there before. And this is where UTM links come in. It allows you to see exactly where traffic is coming from that's leading to donations. And that helps you work way more smarter. You can double down on what's working, you can pivot mid-campaign, and you can report results clearly afterwards. Use Google's free UTM link builder, otherwise there are tools like Bitly that can help you do this. The sixth non-negotiable in fundraising campaigns is to have mobile-first design. We often create these beautiful landing pages, even images or emails on a computer, but the reality is that most people view our content, view our emails on their mobile devices. So it's really important that your landing page is mobile friendly, easy to scroll, easy to navigate, easy to donate. Buttons need to be easy to tap, and your donation form needs to be short and friction-free as much as possible. I'd highly recommend testing your email flow, your entire donation process from start to finish on your phone before you launch your campaign. Ensure that everything is working seamlessly. The seventh non-negotiable is a donor follow-up plan. What happens after someone gives? I want you to plan for things like an instant thank you email that is automated and sent directly to your donor after they make a donation. You can then follow this up with an impact story or a video from your founder or a beneficiary saying thank you for the donation. Definitely include a final campaign wrap-up email where you update all the donors on what you can achieve now with these funds raised. Then lastly, invite them to join your wider community. This could look like becoming a monthly donor or perhaps even a volunteer if that's possible for your nonprofit. The point is, draw them in. This is an incredible opportunity to build a relationship with your donors. You want to take this email sequence, this follow-up, these updates seriously as such a good opportunity to build relationship and build trust. And your follow-up is part of your marketing. It should not be an afterthought. It needs to be something that is considered when you are planning out your fundraising campaign. So here is what I see that most campaigns miss. So many nonprofits pour their energy into preparing for the campaign itself, but they forget to build out the next 3 or 4 weeks of content. If you're only planning for day one, you're leaving money and momentum on the table. So be sure to plan not only for your campaign and the period that your campaign is running for, but also after your campaign has ended. Now, if your year-end fundraising campaign is feeling slightly overwhelming, I have a resource for you called Campaign in a Box. You can find out more in the link in the description. It's got all the elements that you need to launch and run a successful fundraising campaign. I hope this video has been really helpful. In the next episode, we're going to be talking about how to create a campaign message that actually sticks. So donors don't just scroll past, but they actually get involved, get invested, and give. If you like this episode, leave a like and a comment, and I will see you in the next one.